So in this video, we are going to analyze the several other reports that are available. As we can see here, we have done with the exploration report and then the funnel analysis and also the path analysis, and we have several other reports. As we have explored the exploration reports and the funnel analysis, now we are going to explore the other reports that are available, which could be created and customized according to our need. We are going to analyze the path analysis now. So if we can see here, this is the path analysis, and this section of the variables is the same for all the techniques, and we have the variations in the tab settings of the technique based upon the technique. So now we are going to analyze the path analysis. Here we also have the segments and the filters to be added and also the breakdowns. So the major things here to be noted down is here the change we have with this type of technique is the node type. So we can mention the node type here as the event name or the page title or screen, and the page title and screen name. So these are some, and we can also mention some other things if we would like to. We can mention it as the device category. So I'm going to mention the device category. So I think the device category isn't added here. Yeah, it's added, and we have the desktop, mobile, and the tablet. And just we can see this is blue and the mobile traffic and the tablet traffic in this page path analysis. So here we have the event name, and the step one is the page title and the screen, that is page titles that they have listed once they have started the session. And we can have it through desktop, mobile, and the tablet. This is the category we have added under dimensions. And if we would change the step to event, the page title and the screen class, then it would be a different page path analysis. So it's being added, and we have the sections over here. So this is how we use the path analysis, and we can use several other things here. I'm going to check it over here with the event count. So it already exists, so I can add this onto the the total users. So I think we can only add one metric into this. I'm removing this and using the active users. So we can see the active users who are moving from this step starting point to the next step. So this is how the path analysis is done. So there's a change in this depending upon the active users and the device category. So this describes the active users who are moving from one step to the other step. And here we can also select the different nodes. We have in our website, we have several other page titles. This is the Google Merchandise website, so these are the pages that they have. So if we would like to add this shopping cart to our step, then we can apply this. So this could be applied it here under the node type. We can add that, and we can also add the device dimensions as the device category. As we have added that, we can also add the country. So we can add only one device and one category, the dimension or the metric to this path analysis. And we can also add the segment, like we can drop a segment called the US segment to this path analysis. And then we can have the report or the data regarding to this particular segment. So this is all data related to only US. So we can also compare by using the other segments we have over here. We can add the direct traffic segment, so we can only add one segment into this path analysis. So this is how we do the path analysis, and we can see here the shopping cart that we have added into the page titles. So this also comes under this path analysis, so from the starting point and the page that they have visited. All right, and then here we can add one more section called the user lifetime value. So this is another report that is available in the Analysis Hub. So here we need to analyze these. This is the user lifetime value technique, and we have the visualization as a data table, and we can drop the dimensions here. Let it be like the um, maybe I'm going to add something else related to e-commerce, like the revenue or the value. So this virtual currency type it seems, or we can add some other dimensions related to this. I hope we could add something else, or we can add these, the user source and the user campaign, in order to analyze the user lifetime value. And also the metrics, we have the lifetime average and the lifetime transaction. So these are the metrics that we already have, and these are some metrics that are inactive, which means these metrics or dimensions cannot be added to this kind of analysis reports. So right now we have over here, and this, as I have mentioned, the plain text, so we can use it as a plain text or a heat map. So I'm going to use the plain text over here, and we can also add any filters to this. So here we can see the user source, that is the cross channel last click. So all the channels use the last click attribution model, and the user campaign from which they have last come to your website, and the total number of users from that particular channel and the campaign, and the lifetime value generated by those users, and the transactions that have been occurred. So this is all the data we have, and just deleted it since, so we can apply a dimension to filter. So I'm going to apply a dimension called the user's source, and I do not want this data deleted, so I'm going to take filter out this data from my report. And you can see right now this data deleted section is not available, and we can only have the other sources that the users have visited to our website and have an analysis of this. So we can get back to the previous reports by going to the path analysis, and we can also add some other reports. And let us just check with the segment overlap. And let us see what are the details or the things that are available in the segment overlap section. So here we can use a breakdown. I'm going to use a device category and a country, and the metrics could be the event active users. So it's already available. I'm going to use the transactions. There is a total number of transactions that are complete on my website, and I'm going to have this segment comparisons. So it is a segment overlap, so there's more focus onto the segment. So right now we are going to take the direct traffic and the mobile traffic, and now see the report that is going to be generated over here. See here, we have the direct traffic and the mobile traffic, and we have the dimensions as these, uh, the device category and the country, and the metrics as the active users and the transaction. So we have the active users from the direct traffic and the mobile traffic. And then if you can see, we also have the country and the device categories over here, and this is the segment set we have. So the direct traffic, mobile traffic, and only direct traffic and mobile traffic only, and both the combinations. So this is the entire overview or the summary of the report. So this is where we have the overlap section. So this belongs to both the direct and the mobile traffic. So like then we can understand the people coming from mobile are mostly coming directly, or the people who are coming from mobile are mostly coming from Google Ads. So then we can concentrate on those channels or those mediums or sources where we would be getting more number of purchases or conversion events, or where the users are more active. So this segment overlap uh, thing is very much helpful for our analysis, and also determine the campaigns or the sources that are most valuable to our business. And there's one more other report called uh, I think we have done about all, and we have the cohort analysis. As I mentioned, cohort is a batch, and a batch of people that moves from one cohort to the other. For example, we have all the active users, and on this day, so the same number of users will be available in the next week too. So the number of users who have visited on 18th to 24, and the same number of people who have visited on this, and the number of people who have visited on week 1 would be 793, and the same number or the same users who have visited in the week 2 would be 321. So like this we have the weekly data and also the dates. We can change these dates according to our date range, and this is how we do the cohort analysis, and we can see the returning users to our website based on the cohort analysis and have a clear idea of all that. See, and we have the active users per cohort user, and here we have 39. So it's keep on being decreasing as the weeks get increased. And see, as I've already said, we have the cohort granularity. It can be daily or monthly, and can be placed as monthly. And we can have the segment comparisons. And here we have the cohort inclusion as a first test. That is when the users have reached to our website, or we can use any event for that. And we can also consider the written criteria to be any transaction. This means that the cohort should include any event, and the returning people should be performing any transaction, and this is for the monthly view. And the calculation can be standard or rolling or cumulative, but the standard thing is fine for us. And we're going to break down this, so we can break down this by using any dimension. I'm going to use the country dimension. So when I apply the country dimension, see, on this particular day, the people coming from United States and coming on the first month, and then the number of people who arrived on the first month and again visiting to our website on the second month. So here 0 1 means it starts the month from 0. So that's the thing, and we can have it monthly, or we can again change this to a weekly section based on the analysis, cohort analysis we want. Yeah. So I feel these reports are very much comfortable as compared to the GA3 reports, where we have the entire data at one place and we will be confused to analyze the data. So here we can create our own customized reports. So the basic reports would only consider the predefined or the very basic data required for any website, and all the other reports that we would like to create, like these kind of reports, can be used and created by using the different techniques, and create the custom reports and apply our custom segments, filters, and also create the audience based upon these segments. And this is how the advanced analysis reports can be used. I hope you're clear with all the analysis reports, and all these analysis reports together can give us a lot of data, and this would be very useful for us. Thank you.